Welcome to Hartslight Kids, where kids shine bright. It's story time! Yay! I am so excited to have you here with me today on Hartslight Kids Story Time because I have a super extra special guest with me. And she is going to read her book about a big old lion.
Oh, boy, Giver, did I hear Mrs. Jonette say that there's a lion in this next book? Yes, there's a big old lion in this next book. And we're going to learn how the wisdom of a young girl is able to stop that lion. Oh boy, this sounds like a really good book. I can't wait to find out how they stop that lion. Let's listen in and find out.
Ooh, lions and tigers and bears. And her book has a lion in it. It's called Stop That Lion. How do you think someone could stop a lion? We're going to find out today with Lois Wickstrom while she reads her delightful book. Welcome, Lois, and thank you for joining us on Hartslight Kids.
Hi, Jonette. Thank you very much for having me.
So tell me, what inspired you to write this book?
I was attending Quaker meeting in Philadelphia, where I live. We have one of the oldest Quaker meetings in the country. And a big part of the Quaker belief system is what they call the peace testimony, which in simple English means if you can get peace out of any situation, go for it.
What a great lesson to create peace, especially in our world today. It seems like there's so much division and so much separation that to create peace out of a situation is great. What a great teaching and a great principle. And thank you for sharing your book. Are you ready to read it to the kiddos?
Absolutely. I'm going to share my screen now. So let's do that. Click.
And there we go.
Stop.
All right. Let's listen to this book and find out how that lion, I see him down there in the corner, got stopped.
Stop that lion. I think Timna did a great job of drawing the lions. The kingdom of Shur and the kingdom of Mir were good neighbors, but the kingdom of Shur had a lion, and the kingdom of Mir raised sheep. Every night, the lions in the kingdom of Shur sneaked into the kingdom of Mir and ate sheep that belonged to families who lived there. The king proclaimed a contest to stop the lion. The servants announced the rules. The winning solution must be fair. The winner will be the king's royal advisor. Losers must give the king their most precious possession. When Winnie saw the banner, she petted her sheep, Paley, and said, "I need to know more. Then I can stop that lion." "The king will never answer your questions," said her brother. "If you lose, the king will take Paley," said her best friend, Bertha. The first contestant told the king, "I am old and wise. I will solve your problem." "If you fail, I will take your ruby necklace," said the king. The wiry old woman squeezed the beads of her necklace and said, "You must build a big, strong wall between the two kingdoms. Do it quickly before that lion eats one more lamb." The next day, the king ordered, "Build the wall." Everyone in the kingdom worked. By nightfall, the wall was finished. The lion was on one side of the wall. The sheep were on the other. That night, the lion dug a hole under the wall. It sneaked into the kingdom of Mir and ate one of the king's sheep. Then it sneaked away again. The next morning, the king took the wiry old woman's ruby necklace. The next contestant was the kingdom's best archer. The strong young man patted his shiny belt buckle before he spoke. I will stand guard on the wall all night, and I will shoot the lion with my strongest arrows. The king said, if you fail, I will take your gold belt buckle. That night, the archer strode back and forth with his arrows along the top of the wall, keeping watch for the lion. The lion watched the strong young man. When the archer looked left, the lion ran to his right. When the archer looked right, the lion ran to his left. When the archer blinked, the lion slipped under the wall and ate another lamb. The next morning, the strong young man gave his gold belt buckle to the king. Winnie said, I have to stop that lion before it eats Paley. Be sure you get answers to your questions before you speak, said Bertha. The king doesn't answer questions, said her brother. Winnie brought Paley to the king's castle. You're just a little girl, said the king. I don't want to take your favorite thing. I want a chance to save our kingdom, said Winnie. I'll need to ask questions first. The king nodded. Winnie asked, do you want the king of Shur to be your friend or your enemy? The king looked puzzled, but he answered, I want him to be my friend. Then Winnie asked, does the king of Shur have children? The king scowled, but again he answered, yes, the king of Shur has 3 children. Winnie paused to think. The king glared, give me your advice now or give me your most precious possession. I have one more question, said Winnie. Does the king of Shur like his children? The king of Mer growled as he answered, he loves them now. Will you stop the lion? Winnie paused. Then she said, you must give a lamb to each of his children for a pet. Why should I give his children presents? Asked the king. You took the other contestants' advice. You have to take mine, said Winnie. If you fail, I will take your pet lamb, said the king. The next day, the king of Mer gave baby lambs to all 3 of the king of Shur's children. The children loved playing with their lambs. The king of Shur liked seeing his children happy. The king of Shur decided to protect his children's lambs from the lion. He ordered his workers to build a pen around the woods while the lion slept. He had his workers put food inside the pen so the lion would have something to eat every day. The lion never entered the kingdom of Mer again. The king of Mer and the king of Shur became friends. Your winning solution was fair to everyone, said the king. It was even fair to the lion. You are now my royal advisor.
I really like that book, Giver. That was a really unexpected way to stop that lion. Yes, the young girl was very wise in how she told the king to stop the lion. I think that is one of my favorite books so far. I like it when a solution to a problem is a solution that is fair to everybody. Yes, it was even fair to the lion. What a great story. And thank you, Mrs. Wickstrom, for that wonderful story.
That you would like the kiddos and parents to learn from this story.
Try to find a peaceful solution. That wall wasn't peaceful, and the arrow certainly wasn't peaceful. But this was fair to everyone, and peaceful solutions are fair to everyone.
That's such a great lesson for today. I love it. And where can mom and dad buy your wonderful book, Stop That Lion, for their kiddos?
Any bookstore.
Awesome.
It might not be on the shelf, but they can ask the company they can ask the bookstore to order it, and they'll find it in their catalog of available books.
That's great. Thank you so much. Is it on Amazon also?
On Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Kobo, iTunes. I mean, it's
Everywhere.
everywhere, yes.
Awesome. Oh, that's great. Okay, well, thank you so much, boys and girls, for joining us today on Hartslight Kids, where kids shine bright.
Bye.